Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about some Teresa Giudice updates and news because it looks like she's starting a brand new venture. One that I don't know if you guys will be excited about, or maybe you won't, but we're going to get into it. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Teresa Giudice has decided, listen, not only do I want to have my love bubble, not only do I want to be on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, but I'm going to launch a podcast. Yes, that's right. And she chose one of her friends, Melissa Feister, who's going to join her on this podcast where they have candid conversations about life, love, fashion, family, and much more. Now, I think this is kind of interesting because, of course, we have a lot of housewives who have podcasts like Melissa Gorga has On Display. And I mean, we could go down the line, Tamra and Teddy, even if you're a former housewife, Heather Dubrow, we do have housewives who do have podcasts, yes. But for Teresa, I saw where people were slamming it, saying the whole concept and idea of it, saying, you know, Teresa's not going to want to talk much. She doesn't talk much on the show. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know if you guys saw or heard her on Radio Andy, but when Andy called her the week of her wedding last week, she literally, like, he called to ask a question from a fan that just wanted to know how many people are attending your wedding. And she turned it into, you know, my father was a shoemaker. And when I lived over here, and yeah, we have 200 people coming, but Ramona's not coming. And I wish you were coming. And I wish Sarah Jessica Parker was coming, but the fashion and everything is going to be amazing. And I can't wait for you guys to see my dress. And it was like, that was not the question, Teresa Giudice. But yes, Melissa seems to be close friends with Teresa, and she recently attended her wedding. And it said that Teresa and Melissa have already filmed a few episodes that they're excited about. So I think that's kind of fun. But I also think it's interesting that she's talking about family, because family seems to be one of the biggest problems for her right now, at least her brother and her cousins and everybody who's not her daughters. So when it comes to Joe just said in an Instagram post recently, you know, I loved you and tried to understand you even when, you know, you were not good to, it was like not that verbatim, but it was pretty close. And I'm thinking this is just like the never ending shit show of a family relationship. And we all have bad or awkward or sometimes miserable family relationships, or relationships that we don't necessarily always understand. And yes, this is definitely one of them, because there's absolutely no reason for these two to continue hurting each other. But I do feel like the season 13 reunion will either bring some resolve, or Joe Gorga is going to punch Louis' face in. But I'm hoping for resolve, or Joe Gorga is going to punch Louis' face in. Yes. And then on top of that, we were hearing rumors. And of course, people just like, I don't know if you guys remember Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip season 3, there was a rumor out there and someone went on Twitter and just simply put out a tweet, and it got picked up by all the major media outlets. And it was something to the effect that Leah McSweeney was banned from Thailand after picking up elephant crap and throwing it at one of the women. Now, it would have been a pretty iconic way to get kicked out of Thailand, which I don't think anybody wants to get banned from a country, but it was simply not true. It was because somebody posted it, and then some other blog sites grabbed it, picked it up, and ran with it. Then, of course, we heard that, you know, Melissa and Joe were going to receive a bill from Teresa Giudice, and now we have one of her friends and co-stars, Jennifer Aydin, who's coming to her defense, saying that that's also not true. And I hope she's not talking about me on this, because I'm not the one who spread this hashtag fake news. She said, I just saw some wackadoo hashtag fake news, and Teresa and Louis would never be so petty hashtag facts. She also went on to say that had, you know, Teresa and Louis, you know, like say they were going to bill Joe and Melissa for not showing up and for their plates, then you better believe that the receipts would be posted. Well, hold on, Jennifer Aydin, just give us a second here, because we need to break this down. And that, yes, makes sense, but it doesn't mean that she would have necessarily have gotten the bill today. I mean, Teresa's still enjoying the fact that she just got married a few days ago, and she probably, had she, you know, decided, listen, I'm going to send them the bill, she probably wouldn't have gotten around to it yet. She's busy just being in her wedding bliss, but that bill still could come. And it would actually be pretty iconic if she brought it to the reunion and was like, here's the bill. Boom. I don't know if you guys know Lonnie Love, but she was recently on E! Entertainment, and she was speaking about I went to the wedding. I cried. I had the best time. I laughed. It was such a blast. And to be honest with you, nobody missed Joe and Melissa. And Joe and Melissa were over here on the other side posting photos of a family reunion, or it's not a family reunion, but a family party, saying this is so much better than a wedding. I mean, again, we're ready for the reunion. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. And honestly, this video was more so supposed to be about Teresa Giudice launching her podcast. Is that something that you're even interested in? Like, when it comes to Teresa talking about love, life, family, fashion, do you care? I mean, I want to get Melissa Feister on, and I want to ask her, like, what is this dynamic going to look like? What can we expect? What are we calling the podcast? And Teresa talking about love, okay. I mean, she's in love, but a lot of people say that there's a lot of red flags to this relationship. Her talking about life. I mean, she has experience in life. She's been through, I mean, her story is wild. So I could see that. Fashion. Did we see the bump it at the wedding? Did we see the bump it in the hair? But she did want to do it big Jersey style. And there was the person who did her hair. Come to find out, the hair was $10,000 for the wedding, went on Radio Andy and said that she wanted an iconic New Jersey do. And that is I mean, she got a New Jersey do and it became a meme all over the world. And yes, bitch, I'm worldwide, like that. There was over 1,500 bobby pins, $10,000 worth of hair. And she was even complaining by the end of the night that her neck and her head was hurting because the hair on top of her head was so heavy, which is pretty wild. That's a lot of hair. She said that Louis doesn't like when her hair is in her face. So she wanted to keep her hair out of her face to honor him on that day. I mean, I think she would have looked stunning with her hair just down as is, but I think Teresa's stunning anyways. And also, who cares what Louis likes? Teresa, you're the one who has to wear 10 pounds of hair on your head during your wedding, which is no. No. All right, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. And by the way, 11/11, I have to make my wish. Yes. All right. I always do that. 11/11, make a wish. Go ahead, comment below. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about Teresa and this new podcast? Will you be listening to her podcast, or is it a no from you? I want to hear what you think. And I cannot wait to see this 4-part wedding special and also the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So go ahead, do the YouTube stuff, smash that like button, get subscribed, hit that notification bell. And don't forget, tonight, Jason is live for Anchor Watch with Josh at 11 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. Pacific. So see you then. Bye, guys. Love you.